In this video, we are going to talk about why securely attached people are attracted to fearful avoidants and why they're confused. I am Pauline and I am so happy you are here because I've had this question several times now. Why are securely attached people even attracted to fearful avoidance? First of all, there's so much almost self-loathing in that. We're not here for that. We don't do that. No, 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 no. And that is why I'm making this video. So, securely attached people are attracted to you because you give so much that you don't know. And I truly mean that. There are so many things that you do, that you are, that just come so natural to you that you don't even notice them, that are super interesting and attractive and actually fun to be around. The thing is, with securely attached people, they value you by your best traits. You value yourself by your worst. They value you by your best moments. You value yourself by your worst. They value you by your best behavior. You value yourself by your worst. You get the point. Securely attached people see the good in you, see the amazing in you. They see the things that you're struggling with also, but you are the one that is judging so harshly that you are a bad person and that you don't deserve this love. It is not for you to decide. It is not for you to decide. If anybody chooses to be with you and gives you love, then that is their decision. It is not for you to decide that you are not worthy. And you might say, well, but they don't know this. They haven't seen this. It is not for you to decide that they will not love you because of that. So let that decision with the people that decide to be with you. They do that for a reason, even if that reason is one that you can't see, you can't understand, or can't even fathom. So you, my dear, are not the sum of your fears and your fearful avoidant behaviors. You are so much more than that. So much more than that. And they might see something in you that you don't see yourself. You might give them things that you and maybe they don't really specifically understand. But you do, just because you're you. Fearful avoidance in general, because you're unique, obviously, and you happen to have the fearful avoidant attachment style. You are not broken. You are not just this ball of trauma and pain and all the worst things you see in yourself. There are so many things that, because of the fearful avoidance style, you also have on top of the things that you yourself uniquely have as a person. Fearful avoidants tend to be magical, and you might not even be able to understand or believe that you are magical, but you are. You are magical. For securely attached people, a lot of fearful avoidance usually have something magical about them. You are deeply interesting to them because you have lived the depths of the human experience. And even though that was horrific and I wouldn't wish it for you, it has given you a sort of depth, richness, and wisdom already that a lot of people, including securely attached people, will find deeply interesting. I made a whole video on the gifts of the fearful avoidant attachment style. I really want you to watch that if you're watching this video, so we'll link it below. Please go and watch that, because I never ever want you to believe that the fearful avoidant attachment style is everything you are, and also that the fearful avoidant attachment style is just bad, is just something that makes you a bad person, because it's not at all. So the most important point here is they see something in you that you don't see. And you give them things that you don't know. It took me so long to really understand it and accept it, that I was giving Aryan, my then boyfriend, now husband, I was giving him anything. I just felt like such a failure. I felt like such a bad girlfriend. I thought I had to do so much more, so much better to even kind of be good enough. And all the while, he was just so happy to be with me. And I really could not understand why. But he just kept saying, well, you're so interesting. And I love the way you think. And I love hearing you speak about the things you're passionate about. And all of that was just so logical to me that it didn't seem valuable at all. I thought that anything that was valuable, I had to achieve. I had to learn, I had to struggle for, I had to strive for. I could not fathom the idea that I had things already inside of me that were worthy, valuable, or interesting, that I didn't have to work for, because they just came so naturally to me. And that comes from the core wound of not being worthy, not being deserving, that a lot of fearful avoidants have. So there are things right now that other people value so much that they don't have and that they love about you. If you dare, you can ask your friends, you can ask your partner if you have one, for those things. What makes me me? Why do you like being around me? What are my good traits? What are the things you specifically like? What do you value in me? And I know it might be a little bit scary to ask, but it could lead to such beautiful, beautiful conversations. If they ask, you can tell them, I made you do this. Just say, this girl on the internet, she said I should do this. It's probably dumb, but no, do it, really do it, because the people around you, they always see things in you that you don't see. Everybody has that. Also, securely attached people could do this and hear new things. I remember I had to do this for an exercise for a training I did, and it was a CPTSD training actually, and I heard such beautiful different things, and even the how do you say that, the reviews on the Dutch eBay, it's called marketplace. I had a lot of reviews that pretty much said all the same things, that I was friendly and that I was on time, and I don't know, it was 3 things that everybody said, and I was like, oh yeah, well, I guess I am friendly. So it just kind of see where you can gather the information about your best traits that you completely take for granted, because that comes natural. You didn't work for that so hard, you didn't struggle, you didn't strive, you didn't achieve, you weren't performing. And there is so much value in that. So that's why securely attached people are attracted to fearful avoidance in general. Now to the point why they're confused. Securely attached people usually have a hard time understanding why you drop back into shame and hiding and pushing away, because they don't expect anything from you. Where you have the feeling like you always have to be in your best behavior, like you always have to be perfect, like you always have to perform, like you can't hurt anybody, you can't do anything wrong, you're not allowed to make any mistakes, they're not expecting anything from you. They're not expecting you to be superhuman. They're not expecting you to be perfect. They just enjoy being with you. And so what they see is somebody they enjoy being with that out of nowhere pushes them away and goes into hiding. And they're like, wait, what happened? Why? We were having a good time. And something triggered you, and it's not bad that you do that. It's just that I want you to know that securely attached people do not expect you to self-punish and go into shame and hiding for something you think you did wrong. Because a lot of times it's not even something they think that you did wrong, it's what you think yourself. And so you go into that shame spiral and feel rejected and feel worthless and feel like a bad person, and they have no idea why. Because either they just wanted to talk to you about something, or they just want to be there for you, want to support you, and you're not allowing them. They just don't understand, because they don't expect perfection. They don't expect you to be superhuman. And being human it comes with messy emotions, with making mistakes, with saying dumb things every now and then. That's what securely attached people know. So for them, it's such a small thing that you say something dumb or you make a mistake, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, that happens. And for you, it can be the trigger to go into hiding for days and days on end, or shut off, or deactivate, or push people away. And that's why it's very hard for securely attached people to understand what happened, because they are convinced it can't be that one thing, or it can't be that thing that they see as very small and simple. So as you heal the fearful avoidant attachment style, you will notice that it becomes easier to stay in connection with a securely attached partner, whatever happens. So even when you do make a mistake or say something dumb or do something dumb, it is much easier to just own up to it, say sorry, but stay with them, stay present with them. They really don't expect anything from you. And that's very freeing. That's very freeing, and I wish that for you. So let me know in the comments below whether this was valuable, whether you recognized any of this, whether this helped you, because again, we are not here for self-loathing. We are not going to do the shame thing, because it isn't serving you in any way. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be you. You don't even have to be happy if you don't want to. You are valuable as you are right now. So we are not going to be harsh and judgmental and say things like, why would people even be attracted to me? Because you're you, you're unique, you're amazing. You have so many things that you have no idea how valuable they are. And I want you to know that. So as always, I am so happy you are here, and I will see you in the next one.